Good morning. I woke up today at 6 o'clock, and usually for me to make breakfast for myself and pack the kids their lunch, 6 o'clock is the best time to wake up. So today it actually got accomplished, and I started my morning with oil pulling. Oil pulling is a technique where you take about a tablespoon of oil. You can use olive oil or coconut oil or sesame seed oil. I use olive oil because I always have it on hand. And you swish it around in your mouth for about 20 minutes. Now, people do this because they say that it detoxifies your system if you do it first thing in the morning. And honestly, I don't know if that's true. What I do know is my teeth are whiter, and when I go to the dentist, I have very, very little plaque. It takes the dentist just a few minutes to clean my teeth because the oil pulling does really whiten that teeth and remove that plaque. And my teeth feel silky all day. I know that 20 minutes seems like a really long time, but if you wake up first and you have children and they're asleep, it's a little bit of it's a luxury to just be in silence in the morning and have your morning to yourself. And I try to swish the oil in my mouth and sort of walk around in a mindfulness state and try to really be in this present moment. And now that I've done that, I'm following up with my hot water with lemon. Sometimes I add turmeric, but I'm using Invisalign these days, and the turmeric does stain my Invisalign. So these mornings it's just hot water and a half of a lemon squeezed in, and I sip this before I drink or eat anything else. It's quite refreshing, and this might be too much information, but if in the morning you wake up and you're not the kind of person that's very regular, bowel-wise, this hot water with lemon will make your system start moving, so it is great for that too. Okay, so this morning I'm going to make a juice, and I've got a omega juicer right here. This is my juicer, and I'm going to just set it up, and it's really easy. You take this sort of masticating part and go ahead and put it together, and it takes just a few minutes. Sometimes it sticks and you just gotta move it around a bit until all the pieces slide in. This is not working for me. Okay, let's try this again. Put this in. There we go. And close. Insert in here. Close it up. And I'm ready to go. And today, what I'm going to be juicing is essentially all the vegetables that are in my fridge that might not exactly have the texture or firmness or crunch or bite where I'd actually want to eat those vegetables raw or cook them. So what I have here are half a bunch of kale. I've got the beet green tops from about 3 beets. I've also got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sort of limp celery. I do have 1 crunchy carrot, 1 jalapeno. I'm going to juice 2 apples and about 2 lemon, and then I'm going to add some either cilantro or parsley to taste. And that's really going to be it. This juice probably will give me enough juice for 3 servings, so I will save the rest of the juice in my fridge. Before I start juicing, I wanted to talk really quickly about manifesting. I manifested this juicer. One day I was driving with all 3 children going to the park, and I had a feeling. I wanted a juicer, but I didn't want to spend full retail price, especially because I had just purchased my Vitamix. But I definitely wanted a masticating juicer that was going to be good for specifically greens, where it would juice everything out of those greens. And so as I'm driving to the park with the kids, I had this feeling that if I just pulled over and went on Craigslist, this juicer would be there. And so I did that. I pulled over and I went on Craigslist and looked in Los Angeles, and there was actually a woman selling the juicer in the direction we were headed. I immediately called her and she responded, and we made a stop to go and get this juicer. And this juicer only cost me $100, and it's amazing, and it came in brand new condition. So if you're looking for a juicer and you think, I don't really want to shell out $300, $400, $500, keep your eye out on Craigslist. I do think this is an item that a lot of people purchase and they think this is going to be great. I'm going to make juice every day, and they realize they don't. They don't have the time, or perhaps they're not as committed to making juices or as interested, and they go ahead and sell these for $100. And so you can get it for a steal. So I'll be right back because the juicer is a bit loud with my juice. I do want to show you something. When I'm juicing a lot of greens, sometimes the greens get stuck right here. And what I need to do is alternate with vegetables that are, or fruit that are hard. A carrot is a firm vegetable, or something like this apple is also a firm vegetable, and it helps to move the spinning long red stalks of the beet out of the juicer. And so I'm going to go ahead and keep juicing, and what I'm doing is alternating between greens. I have a handy dandy little plunger. So greens like this, something a little bit more firm like celery, and I'm going to keep going until I have all my vegetables juiced. I'll be right back. And we're done. I came up with about 1 liter's worth of juice. 1 liter's worth of juice. Now, I think sometimes the idea of juicing can be very expensive, especially if you do a juice cleanse. And it doesn't have to be the case. Juicing can be a part of your everyday life, and you don't have it to be extravagant. What I recommend is just buying fruits and vegetables from the farmer's market or from a CSA, where if you do get beets, you get beet greens. If you get carrots, you get carrot greens. You want that because you can save the tops of carrots and the tops of your beets. If you don't want to saute your beet greens, you can go ahead and juice with them. So, and it's also a good way to use up vegetables at the end of the week. And the juicing doesn't have to be this complicated. It doesn't have to have this many ingredients. Your juice can simply be half of a lemon, maybe a little bit of ginger, and half an apple or an entire apple, and a bunch of kale. And you can add some coconut water to that, or some good quality spring water. And cucumbers, for example, have a lot of liquid, so when they juice, they do release a lot. So you can certainly buy vegetables that you know are going to have a lot of juice. Greens don't have too much juice, but a little does go a long way. And so now I've got my empty spaghetti jars, and I even have an old jar from a juicing place here in Los Angeles. And all I'm going to do is fill up 3 containers, and I've got juice for the rest of my day. And this juice actually isn't spicy. That 1 jalapeno gave it a tiny bit of a kick, but that spiciness was really neutralized by the 2 apples and the lemon. So this juice I'm actually going to share with the children today. So now that I'm done, I'm going to go make breakfast and serve some fresh juice. And I'm really happy that I woke up early, and my goal to myself is to try and wake up at 6 a.m. every day so I can actually have breakfast myself and do my morning routine and not be in a rush.